This is the Droid Factory segment of the Any Percent tutorial. Right as you boot up the level, switch to Padme and shoot these Geonosian guys right as they come out of their holes. You want to try to exit this hallway with more than 2 hearts. It'll make this next section much easier. Switch to Anakin, come along the bottom side of this section here, go around the stamp and come back onto the conveyor. Try to dodge around the right of this Droideka. He does a lot of damage and is very accurate, so if you don't dodge him, that's fine. You want to make sure to come back onto the conveyor, because if you don't, then if you get shot, you're going all the way back. Now as you just continue, you're just going to want to come up here and jump on top of this tube, and come over here and force this fan. And then you're going to be able to head to the next room, where you call in player 2 to Padme, and switch player 1 to R2. And you want player 2 to go up and shoot that target. And you can walk off the edge with player 1 to get your hearts back. Position player 2 on the bottom right corner of that platform up there. And right as the cutscene ends, shoot. And put player 1 on the right side of the bucket. And then when you get in control again, drop out player 2. And right here, wait for the bucket to tilt up and then fly. Because if you don't, then your fly could be eaten and you'll fall down. And then you just want to come over to these barrels. You can use it through the barrels. Then you can fly over them to this turnstile room where you switch to Anakin. Force that one. Stand next to the middle of it so C-3PO will follow you all the way. And right here, be careful not to force C-3PO or else you'll fall in the lava and spawn back at the beginning of the room. That's not a fun time. And then right here, switch to C-3PO and use the panel and call in player 2 and walk in the door. Alright, so in this room, switch player 1 to Padme and then continue along the room. Dodge these Geonosian shots if you can. Then you can shoot this wall with player 1 for a power-up spawn. It's RNG on whether or not it comes down to you, so don't worry too much about it. And then right here, shoot the pillar up in the top right with player 1 so the bricks fall. Then right here, position them like this so that when player 2 hits the cutscene, you can switch to R2 and that'll skip the cutscene. And then right here, you're just going to want to fly over to the panel. And then if you're on controller, switch to C-3PO, drop out, pan your camera right, and move along here. And then when you get to about here, call in player 2 and C-3PO will warp over to the panel. If you don't have a controller, or you just don't want to use the drop and warp method, you can not drop out and move C-3PO along the bridge, and then once he gets to about there, you can shock both of the droidekas so they don't shoot at you, and then you just simply walk C-3PO over to the panel. And then here, once you get into this room, have R2 go over to the right panel, that'll bring the barrel out, and position player 2 in that spot to get ready to shoot the barrel after player 1 forces it right here. And then after shooting it, pick up the power up with player 1, and then just spam shots with player 2 as you're walking down the hallway. And then at the end here, you just want to force all 4 shackles, and that's the end of the level.